What's going on, everybody? My name is Alex Wilson from Fireside Yankees and Empire Sports Media Production. You're listening to the Fireside Yankees podcast. If you are a diehard Yankees fan, you've come to the right place, my friends. Make sure to smash the like button and subscribe below, and make sure to enjoy the episode. Now, today, we're taking a look at the three turning points against Toronto from yesterday. Obviously, not exactly how we wanted this game to go. Dropping it 3-0 is not ideal. The starting pitching, though, Jameson Taillon looked good. 95 miles per hour with his fastball. I thought he looked really, really good aside from that one home run he gave up to George Springer. But otherwise, strong start for him to open the year after the injuries he sustained last season. The injury to his ankle, the ligament issues. But the Yankees didn't have many opportunities offensively in this game to really, get some things going. I did, however, like how they were really, really patient at the plate during one of these turning points. But the first turning point, of course, is the walk that Taillon gives a rather single. We'll take a look here right off the bat. A nice job by Espinal to chase that high fastball. The Yankees, especially DJ LeMahieu, was chasing those high fastballs all day long, and he was whiffing on them. Alek Manoah looked phenomenal. He's 26 years old. Dude's an absolute stud. 94 miles an hour there. Some good velocity from Jameson Taillon, and I really hope that he continues to elevate that. But right after this, he just kind of hangs a slider right in the middle of the plate. So while Taillon did have a pretty good outing, he did have a couple pitches that were just meatballs. Like this, you just can't leave pitches over the middle like this to good batters like George Springer. I mean, he's going to just take this to the house all day long. I mean, 85 mile an hour slider hanging over the middle of the plate. This is an easy one. Giancarlo Stanton missed on a couple of these that you normally see him jack out of the park. So he'll get the hang of it. I think it's going to take him some time to get there. But this is just, I mean, he absolutely launches this. I mean, you knew the second he hit this was gone. So this is the first turning point of the game for the Yankees. I mean, third inning, they gave up the 2-run blast. And they tried to get things going shortly after. They've been really good this season, actually, returning the favor in innings shortly after. So I think that's kind of like what I thought the Yankees would do. Anthony Rizzo's been hitting home runs, really coming in clutch and helping the Yankees get back into games, especially when they go down early with the starting pitching kind of struggling in the first inning. Of course, they're kind of on a pitch count early on. But the second turning point of the game here is when the Yankees loaded the bases. Really nice job walking a ton of batters. Right off the bat here, I believe that's Joey Gallo, or rather Marwin Gonzalez in the 9th spot, getting that walk to get on base. Really good job, LeMahieu. See, he's chasing these fastballs high. Usually you'll see LeMahieu catch up to these and slap these the other way. He's always a little bit late on them, or rather early, and he's just, I think it's going to take a little time to really get going early on in the season. Usually he'll slap these oppo, but he did not get a hang of this one. And unfortunately struck out there, really got that second out on the board. But the Yankees did get a couple more walks in here. Anthony Rizzo, nice easy walk there, fastball outside at 96. Nicely done by Riz. And then Judge, really nice job hanging on there. I mean, this is a pitch that, a fastball, this is a strike 3. I mean, he watches this thing that looks like it's darting that left corner, and it just drops right below the zone. So really nice job. I think Judge also got struck out on a pitch that was kind of similar to that, or it was a little bit low, below his shins. I mean, his batter's box is so big, it's hard to tell, but these umps got to really adjust it for him because he gets a lot of bad calls. But really good job by Judge here, taking that pitch, loading the bases. And then Giancarlo Stanton, man, breaks his bat. This is like this actually is a filthy pitch. If you look at it, it's coming inside. It's a sinker coming inside. That's really hard to hit. If this is a fastball, it might just he might be able to get that bat around on the inside part of the box, but it gets a little bit too far inside, shatters his bat. And Bo Bichette makes an absolute freaking magisterial throw here. I mean, look at this throw. This is a crazy throw. This is Jeter-esque. I mean, to actually get there and understand that his player might not get there and be focused this entire time. This is the turning point for the game. The Yankees could easily have put on 2 or 3 runs on the board right now. If this gets through, that's 2 runs easily. It's a tie game. This is an insane play, and he just doesn't even have time to look up. He just knows where he is and shoots this across the formation, and bam, nails. Like, this is a great, I mean, I wish Stanton didn't look like he had one wheel and a tricycle. The guy is freaking jog. I mean, he is barely running. Like, what is that? I mean, you got to imagine this guy is capable of running a little bit faster than that. At least hustle, man. He's jogging. Like, put on the extra effort. I mean, I know they don't want him to go that hard because he gets injured if you sneeze near him. But ultimately, the Yankees need that guy, they need their players to be busting it down the line. And who knows, maybe he's safe on that if he puts a little bit more effort into it. Didn't really look like he was putting 100% speed and velocity, but nonetheless, that's the second turning point, and it's a damn big one because leaving the bases loaded with your number 4 hitter, disappointing. There's just another angle here of Bo Bichette making this play. Great concentration. He had a couple throws that were a little bit wayward in this game. A nice little dinker into left field, little single dinker into left field by Espinal, who had a pretty solid game. He was 3 for 3 going into the top of the 7th. And there's 2 outs right here, right? 3-2, 2 outs. Got to get out of this inning, man. Got to get out of this inning. And then George Springer, dude had the kryptonite. He was a kryptonite for the Yankees today. Bam. Right in the gap. Double. Aaron Hicks, useless. Look at him go. I really wish the Yankees would have signed Seiya Suzuki. Freaking animal for Chicago. Aaron Hicks, waste of money. $7 million, $70 million contract. Guy can barely play. Springer's hyped. Yankees are losing this game 3-0. Tough outing for the Bombers. But those are the 3 turning points in this game. Unfortunately, the Yankees, dropping their second consecutive game, second game of the season. They're 2-2. The AL East is shaping up to be a pretty damn tough one, guys. This year, Toronto, Tampa Bay. It's going to be hard as hell to get in the first place in the AL East. The Yankees need to step it up. And Brian Cashman clearly did not do enough this offseason to help this team elevate. I know they didn't want to go over that 3rd luxury tax threshold that was set by the new CBA, but they needed more talent. They needed another starting pitcher. They needed, they missed out on a shortstop in the most lucrative shortstop class. It's inexcusable at a certain point, guys, but hopefully they can start to gain some momentum. The offense can get a little bit hot and hopefully maintain their consistency because they've been really, really streaky the last couple seasons. But this is the main takeaways. Hopefully the Yankees can bounce back at Yankee Stadium and pick up a win against Toronto on Tuesday. We are all hoping they can do it because they got to show they can beat good teams. It's essential. But guys, hope you enjoyed this episode of Fireside Yankees. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'm going to catch you guys on the next one.